This video is not a beginner's guide. I'm just going over some things that might be helpful for new players. For a comprehensive guide, I'd highly recommend watching Denny Brick's video linked in the description. So you just copped yourself a nice shiny copy of Broken Edge. Nice, very good. You hop into your first game and BAM! You get absolutely wrecked. Walked all over like a newborn baby sword fighter that you are. Here are some tips that will help you avoid such a fate and get started on your journey to become a master swordsman. Don't get me wrong, some classes have more complex playstyles, but they're all easy enough and good enough to play at any skill level. Like Tyrant, for example. One of the hardest classes to pick up, but if you just take a little time out of your day to check out the awakening requirements, it's really not that difficult to figure out. This goes for any class. And that brings me to my second point. Use the training dojo, and specifically the training tool, to help you understand your awakening better. Each of these blue meters here adds to your awakening or damage. If all of them are full, then you are doing max damage with your class. To get the best use of the training tool, I suggest you check out my complete class guide linked in the description and see what each meter means for your class. As a new player, you probably picked out a class, you'd be playing it a little bit, and then finally unlock the Legacy Blade. Guess
Hello?
what?
Yes?
That Legacy Blade's probably trash. You see, back in the day, there was only one blade for each class. They added more and named the first blade Legacy. This Legacy is the original playstyle of the classes, and nearly all of them are just worse than their main and legendary counterparts. The only Legacy blades I can really recommend are Knight, Samurai, and maybe Duelist. A very common question I see is players asking, how do you move in this game? I tried my sticks and they're not working. You see, the only movement of your character is done by moving in real life. I see so many players stand still during their fights, which makes them very vulnerable and limits their offensive and defensive capabilities. Now, your movement is limited to a 12 by 8 foot space, so clearing out a space if possible is ideal. Forward and backwards movements is much more important than moving side to side. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about players who don't have a lot of space to move around? That's not very fair. Are they at a disadvantage? While it is true that it's better to have more space, you can compete with less. This has been proven by many competitive players that don't have as much space to play with. But all in all, I'd say give yourself as much space as available, because it's much more fun running amok, running around, and being goofy. And my final piece of advice for you new players out there, or anyone really, is to join the Discord. The Discord is so helpful. It has so many helpful people in there, resources, and more that you can use. If you have any questions, there will be someone who's happy to answer and help out. Need help with the class? There are a ton of good players that are there for you. You can also get the latest news about the game from the Discord and stay up to date with new balance patches and content. Discord is pretty much Trebuchet's main line of communication with his community, and I implore you to check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. See y'all later, and good luck out there.